This episode of Sarah Speaks was inspired by the Man Enough series from wearemanenough.com. No, this is not a paid promotion or an ad or a sponsorship deal or anything. I just, was up until 1 a.m. watching all 3 episodes that are on air and free right now. Just wanted to talk about something because I got inspired. It happens. And it's just a really good show. And I think everybody needs to watch it. So go do that. For those of you who don't know, I'm just cluing everyone in for like the first, 30 seconds of this whole thing. Sarah Speaks is a video series I have on this channel where I just sit in front of the camera and just talk a little bit more real than I normally would. It's kind of informal. I just kind of rant and hopefully you guys enjoy it. So this question came to my mind a week ago or a couple weeks ago, and I was trying to figure out what it meant to be ladylike. Not gonna lie, the way this came about is that I was just standing in the kitchen and I burped, and I do this weird thing where I burp and then I blow away the burp. I don't know how else to explain it. The sad thing is I can't fake burp. I can't burp on cue, so I can't give you an example, but I burp and then I just go. That's a bit bizarre though. Like, not a lot of people do that. I don't think anyone does that. Why do I do that? And it just came to my head that, dude, that's unladylike. You need to stop doing that. But then I thought, what exactly does it mean to be ladylike? Ideally, when someone says the word ladylike, they think of someone who's like supermodel thin. They have like really shiny hair from like the Pantene commercials. They have this flawless face. They're always super fashionable and dressed up wherever they go. Just that idea of what it is to be ladylike. And I believe that comes from the media's idea of what it is to be a lady. So with examples such as Marilyn Monroe, Audrey Hepburn, at least for me as well, Mary Tyler Moore, and more modernly, like people like Beyonce, Gal Gadot. Those are, the general definition of ladies in today's society. Someone who is sophisticated and who looks put together. But that's not always the case. See, the thing is about those women is that they are women. They are human beings as well. There's a quote that's been going around for I think the past year or so that everyone has the same amount of hours in a day as Beyonce. So that means we have 24 hours in a day and so does Beyonce. She slays. We can slay too. But also, Beyonce is a mom. Beyonce is a wife. Other women are moms and wives and sisters and daughters. Y'all are kind of like Beyonce. Okay, if that doesn't give you a confidence boost, I don't know what else will. Just raise my confidence a little bit. Thanks, ego. And the word lady or ladylike reminded me of my volleyball days. I don't know if any of you knew this, but I played volleyball for 3 years. 1 year in middle school and then 2 in high school. I went to a very small private school, so it wasn't like that big of a deal. But one thing I remember from my volleyball days is that they would always call us ladies during drills and games. We'd be doing suicides and they would be like, come on, ladies! Or we would be on the defense side of a game and they would go, come on, ladies, you got this! And at that time, it kind of made me feel a bit diminished because it was like, dude, I ain't a lady. It just gave me this sinking feeling of just like, you're a lady. Just do it like a girl. Which isn't a bad thing. Like, doing things like a girl is bomb and kick butt. And typically volleyball is kind of more of a feminine sport if you want to put it traditionally. But if you've ever seen a volleyball game, indoor or outdoor on the beach with 2 people or indoor with a court of 6 women, it's intense. Oh my gosh. Those chicks are like rough and tough. They're like screaming, rolling on the floor everywhere, like aggressively smacking this ball into a net on the other side. And they're like, ah, yeah, ace, stuff like that. Dude, that stuff is crazy. That is far from sophisticated and put together that I've ever seen. It's a very competitive sport and it takes both upper and body strength to be able to perform very well. One other thing that came to my mind was my days in martial arts. I took martial arts for 6 years of my childhood, and during my training they would always refer to the females or the girls in the classes as ma'am and obviously the guys as sir. So it was a form of respect that came with the title as well. Usually when you use the term ma'am to a woman, it's obviously for someone who's older, to me at least. I mean, I don't come to my peers and be like, hey, what's up, ma'am? That's just kind of, to me, it's a bit bizarre. Whatever ranking you are, you may be a white belt, you may be a green belt, you may be a black belt or a brown belt or whatever belt ranking you are. We always refer to the women as ma'am. And it could be a child as little as 6 or a woman as old as 45. We were trained to call women ma'am. Oh, the point I was trying to make with that, those are two different sports that are not traditionally, well, volleyball could traditionally be more of a female sport, but martial arts isn't exactly an all-women sport. But in both of those, there are women who participate and they are treated as such, and they're being called ladies and ma'am. Also proving that doing not traditionally female things could also make you a lady and also could be ladylike. Ooh, a prime example of that is Zendaya. Oh my gosh, she is killing it right now. I feel like she's known for her really street urban style, but she'll also like walk a red carpet in this gorgeous gown, all made up. Her hair is done, she's in heels, and then next photo of her on Instagram would just be her lounging with her dog in a t-shirt, wearing glasses, with no makeup, with her hair up. And I think she is still as much of a woman on the red carpet as she is just lounging around. Obviously, some occasions would require formal wear. Girls don't have to dress up to the nines at all times. Honestly, me just filming this video, I went to a kickboxing class this morning. I came home, took a shower, did my face, and I took so much time just on my face. I had to pick a really good sweater that you probably haven't seen yet. And like I said at the intro, this video was inspired by the Man Enough series. If I remember correctly, it's on the second episode where they mention this. One of the guests on the show is Javier Munoz, who is known for playing Hamilton in Hamilton on Broadway, and he was saying how he was going to an audition in New York and how he missed the male call at like 9 in the morning, so he went to the female call at noon, and he was just there in sweats and this cutoff t-shirt, and all the women there were just put together. They were dolled up, their face was done, their hair was done, their outfit had to look great, and he was like, what? He'd never been to a female callback, but I feel like that is pretty true. And they mention how, God forbid, women have flaws, but the thing is that we do. We're not always perfect. Another joke that's been going around is how women don't fart or poop. Yeah, we do. I do a lot. I'm lactose intolerant. I gotta pass gas every once in a while. I'm being honest with you. This is my Sarah Speaks series. I'm gonna be totally real. I just use a lot of phrases that's been going around, but another one that I love is get you a girl who can do both. I love that one because it's just hilarious, and I feel like the definition for the girl who can do both is someone who can look cute while being comfortable, but also be able to turn heads when she's all dolled up. For some reason, I find myself in the middle of that, so I'm not exactly the girl who can do both. I'm the girl who can do both at the same time. So I live in sneakers and jeans and t-shirts and flannels and hoodies, and I just love being comfortable and just living my life, being able to dance or run whenever I need to. I don't run often, but when I need to, I just want to be able to just go. I was also taught to behave professionally in an office setting. So sometimes you'll catch me just like in casual wear, but if I'm talking to a professor at college or the dean or someone just like of a higher ranking, I will go into office mode and just be like, yes, I can help you with that. But then you'll catch me at some really random event in a dress and in heels and, you know, my face all done up, but then I'll just be throwing finger guns at people and dipping awkwardly, kind of like this. I don't know why, it just happens. I'm not like that all the time, I promise, but sometimes it just, you know, exudes from me. So if a girl does ballet or if she is an ROTC, does that make her any more or less of a woman? Because if you look at Gal Gadot, she's a model, she's like a pageant winner, but she's also Wonder Woman. So does that make her any less or more ladylike when she's playing an Amazonian warrior? Or when she's like walking down a catwalk? Is that what they walk down? I don't even know. I don't do the modeling world. So I just wanted to open up this conversation and start a discussion, I guess, in the comments. If you guys have any input or if you want to say what makes you feel ladylike, go ahead and leave in the comments below. I'll say this. I love going to kickboxing classes and I miss doing martial arts, and I also love dancing hip hop. And I feel like those are the things that make me feel ladylike. Burping, not necessarily, but those things definitely. So thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and let me know what else we can talk about in another Sarah Speaks video. And go check out wearemenenough.com. I've been loving this series. Again, this is not sponsored. How many times have I had to say that? But again, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!